Are you feeling the burdens of Christmas? Well, this video is to let you know you're not alone. This is a time of year where many people worry about buying presents, covering bills, and keeping the holiday spirit alive without breaking the bank. And you're right. When people are stressed, anxious, and looking for hope, along comes a shiny new opportunity that promises to fix everything. A gold-backed crypto miracle, they say. Oh my goodness. I'm Danny DeHeck. Welcome along to the show. You may think I'm trying to do a bit of a Santa Claus impersonation, especially if you've been looking at the thumbnails that I've been posting lately. Just thought I'd try growing a beard in case you don't recognize me. Been having a few technical difficulties lately with my sound equipment, so hopefully we're not coming across too hot or too quiet, but just right. Oh, I just adjusted something I shouldn't have. Anyway, let's get back into it. A chance to change your life before the new year, they say. A website so powerful it crashes when even trying to sign up, they say. And of course, there's always someone smiling on camera telling you they've found a coin that's backed by mysterious gold. A billionaire who you've never heard of, another one, and a website built with the same care and precision as a wobbly Christmas tree assembled at 2 a.m. The blog exists for one reason, to cut down the noise. This blog, the blog I'm doing the voiceover on, because these scammers see people struggling or trying to make Christmas magical for their families, and they don't feel empathy. They feel opportunity. They wrap their pitch in festive language. They talk about blessings. They push urgency. They tell you to act before midnight so you don't miss out. They want your emotional, they want you, oh, I didn't know that word. Let's try that one.
Emotional.
Emotional, not thinking. They want you emotional, not thinking. Must get that right. If someone has tried to recruit you into global gold coin or CryptoGold.Exchange, or you've seen the gold mine tour and the fear of missing out sales calls or the promise of free coins, this blog that we're about to do a voiceover on will tell you what's really going on. Let's unwrap this opportunity together and see what actually is inside the box. Did you like the way I said unwrapped? I thought it was pretty good. Right, so let's get stuck into this one. This is quite good. I've got a few photos of me. I'm not Christmassy at all. I was brought up in a religious cult, and I've never celebrated Christmas. Well, when I was 2.5, apparently there was a photo of me sitting in front of a Christmas tree with my brother and my sister. So for me to be dressed up in Christmases and have that ho, ho, ho sort of, it's not happening. But anyway, for my viewers, which I'm hoping that you are subscribing right about now, and if you haven't, did you know that only 11% of my viewers are actually subscribed to my YouTube channel? Now, I heard that statistic on somebody else's YouTube channel. I thought, wow, that'd be depressing, wouldn't it? But I don't know if it's true. I don't know. So if you haven't subscribed, I do have a button, which I love clicking every now and again, and this will come up. Oh, there it is, right on top of my head. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. And the other thing you might want to do is, I always say I like Sadie to come and clean your window. Well, not your window, but your computer screen. She's very good. Thank you very much, Sadie. Get back under the desk. Get out of the way. All right. That's all the things. And if you want to support me, donate, or give me some Christmas presents in the way of coffees, that would be much appreciated. Now, I have got a poll actually happening as well at the same time while we're doing this video. And I have got to, which part of the global gold coin opportunity gave you the biggest red flag? The magic gold mine tour, which we'll show you, billionaires we've never met, the free coins if you hurry, and Santa says max your credit. They were telling people to put this opportunity on their credit card. The 4% that you would pay on your credit card is going to outweigh the reward that they claim that they're going to get. You just can't make this shit up. Part of the reason why I get stuck into these scammers is because they are disgusting bottom feeders. Now, I've only homed in on 4 bottom feeders, But I think as we go on, you'll see that this is the type of, I'm just putting them all in a category of scumbags. You know, I don't know if you've ever done any mining of gold, but when they get the gold, they usually heat the gold up and they get rid of all the dirt and the scudge off the top of the gold. And I've forgotten there's a special word for they scoop off the scum on the top of the gold. They take it all off. It's quite neat to see. But anyway, that's what these people are. If we could boil them all up into anyone in mankind gets boiled up and all the horrible shit goes to the top, then we can scoop it off the top. That's what I'd like to think I'm doing. So every now and again, a crypto opportunity comes along that's so brazen, so lazy, and so obviously engineered to separate people from their savings that almost becomes useful as a trading tool. That's why I don't read, guys. I'm just going to read it. It's going to be much better.
Every now and then a crypto opportunity comes along that is so brazen, so lazy, and so obviously engineered to separate people from their savings that it almost becomes useful as a training tool. Global Gold Coin and the website CryptoGold.Exchange fall squarely into that category.
Yeah, so that's what I wrote that for. I knew that. But this is because this is a perfect example of showing you what a typical multi-level marketing opportunity is, how it's marketed, who markets it, and the techniques of fear of missing out techniques they use. And this one sort of had it all. And I've gone to town on this blog, so hopefully this will be really, really cool. There's somebody in there talking about smart labs. I'm not really doing anything on smart labs at the moment. It says, hey, Danny, I think you are due for your latest on smart lab. The word on the street is they stopped paying out. Lots of people left hung dry. Would love to see some more from you. Well, ironically, if you went to smartlab.international, that domain name, the Terminator, who's one of the Avengers, took their website offline. And ever since then, they've been trying to get it started again. So if you do actually know the name or their new website address, please let us know, because the word on the street was actually once the website went down, everyone had to provide their KYC details again. Remember, you can't make this shit up. Now, hopefully any of my Avengers are listening to me. I'm hoping that that I'm coming across nice and clear and crisp and not what they call peaking on the mic. That's something. Anyway, so one of the first giveaways is the embedded TradingView widget on the dashboard, not showing their own tokens, but Bitcoin on Binance. It's a cosmetic trick scammers use to, I can't even say that word, so we'll have to use my reading tool again.
Mimic the appearance of a functioning exchange when nothing is actually trading.
You know, mimic's a funny word because that does not look like mimic to me, but that's what it is. So what we did is we're going to show you something funny first. We've logged into the website, even though you won't be able to because it keeps crashing, and we've actually gone to their domain name and typed the word admin at the end of their domain name and found their database of 3 active users, which sounds really funny. And we've actually ticked the button add new user, which wasn't working a few minutes ago, and it's still not working. But when you log into this website and you create an account, which I created an account, which will tell you a bit funny, using a fake address and a password, which is 12345678. Now, this is meant to be a crypto investment. There should be, smart contracts. There should be KYC details. There should be a whole lot of stuff going on. But if I can create an account that would using such a bad password and also creating a fake address, then a 10-year-old kid could sign up for this opportunity and use their parents' credit card to purchase some imaginary tokens. Just saying. But anyway, so this is what the website looks like when you sign up. It even tells me the name of my sponsor. Privacy, ladies and gentlemen, privacy. Here's the person's email address that I've theoretically signed up. Now, when I signed up, I got a code, a referral code, and it told me that I didn't need to use that code to sign up. So I didn't use it, and then when I clicked the submit button, it came up and said, you need the code. So I put the code in, found the code, and now it tells me that code that's the email address of my sponsor. Now, being a open source intelligence researcher like I am, I could theoretically put that email address, which I haven't done, into tokens, and you can see that straight away my blog is now already coming up in the search results. Isn't that just amazing? So that is 10 hours ago I published that blog, and now I'm doing a voiceover on it, and it does say who's behind that email address, and you can look that up. But technically speaking, a lot of the time you can actually search for people's email addresses, and if they've used them in other places, you can actually find other information about them. In this particular case, you can't. So this isn't just a dodgy token. This is a live case study on how scammers weaponize hype, religion, family pressure, fake success stories, and multi-level marketing to hoover up deposits from people who are already under financial strain. Yes, telling people to put the deposit for their tokens, it's going to 10x itself 10 times, 10 times, and 10 times, all for some mystery reason that no one knows, and telling them to put it on their credit card is really a dirty trick. But that shows you how desperate these scammers are getting. I'm not writing this for the diehard leaders who know exactly what they're doing. I'm writing this for people who might stumble across these videos and feel a familiar knot of FOMO in their stomach and start wondering whether they're about to miss the next Bitcoin. Because as I showed you on here somewhere, there's a graph, and even I were wondering whether this token that they're claiming is going to be worth billions and zillions of dollars was actually real and not a proper exchange. But that there is actually Bitcoin. That whole graph that's embedded in their website is just Bitcoin. Nothing to do with them whatsoever. And you can see how it died the other day. Whoops. Not a very good stable environment. So if that's you, or your mum, or your neighbour, or your church friend, or someone at work, this blog is for you. The first red flag was the website with almost no information. So if you do manage to get to the website, I don't know if I can do this because I'm logged in and I'm too scared to log out, because it did say I had to verify my email address. Nah, I'm logged in. Okay, well, let's log out. Right, so when you first go to this website that didn't load a few minutes ago, this is all you get. There's no terms and conditions. It tells you at the very end, secure, fast, reliable, gold-backed. It has a form, and in here, as I mentioned earlier on, you have to put, it's optional to put a referral code, but if you fill it out and don't put one, it won't let you submit. So it's not optional. I don't know why they put that there. So it just shows amateur hour all around. And the only things you're going to find out about this is trade crypto and gold here. The most secure, reliable platform, cryptocurrency and precious metal trading, backed by gold reserves for maximum security and trust. Gold-backed security, instant trading, 24/7 customer support. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't see any customer support here. Just shows you how pathetic. Now, what are they actually doing? They're literally stealing your money. They're committing fraud, the people that are promoting it, and we'll show you why. When you type in the crypto exchange, you don't get serious fraud. That's what I said. I just repeated myself here. You've got crypto trading gold here, the most secure and reliable platform. Well, we've showed you how reliable that is, haven't we? We've just typed in admin at the end, and we've got to the database of total 5 users. So this is just a cheap, I presume it's a WordPress website. I didn't actually think to check that out. Let's see if it's WordPress. If it's WordPress, it's a real winner. It could be Squarespace, could be anything. Let's see what we've got here. We've got nothing. We've got crickets. Might leave that marinating in the search engine is what it does that. Anyway, that's it. No explanation how things work. No company details. No legal pages. No team. No white paper. No roadmap. No smart contract addresses. No mention of what chain they're allegedly on. No risk disclosure. Nothing. They got nothing at all. It's just like crickets, as I said, nothing in there. If you ever visited a legitimate exchange or crypto project, you'll know they drown you with documentation. They focus to the lawyers, insist on regulations, require it, develop. Reading. I'm trying to read and it's not working. Let's do this.
They're forced to. Lawyers insist on it. Regulators require it. Developers want to show their work.
Yes, that's right. People who've made these clever whiz-bang programs want to show it off to the limits, but not when you get to here and you get nothing. You get nothing. Hold it. You get nothing. What do you get? Let's show you nothing or nothing. This is what you get. This is it. This is the homepage. Nothing else. Nothing. Hello, Velvet. Lovely to see you here. Thank you for supporting me so much as you do. Always love having you in the chat room, and your hair is looking lovely today. Here you get vague marketing fluff and a sign-up form. So that's why I signed up, because I couldn't find anything more exciting than signing up on a form, and I did. I used fake details, and it just let me sign up. Brilliant. How does this... it doesn't read like the front end of a financial exchange. It reads like a landing page thrown together by someone who hasn't seen crypto who has seen crypto screenshots on Twitter and thought, oh, look, this is why I lose it.
On Twitter and thought, close enough.
Close enough. That will do. We'll just have a wee play and build a website. That will do. And that's the tone of everything that follows. What they're actually selling is, spoiler,
it isn't crypto.
a lot of people struggling at this point. The scammers say coin. So often that listeners assume it must be a coin. They hear numbers like, oh, look, I'm just going to have to read it. I don't want to embarrass myself too much.
A lot of people struggle at this point. The scammers say coin so often that listeners assume there must be a coin. They hear numbers like 10 cents, 40 cents, 80 cents, $1.25 and think, well, something must be trading somewhere. There isn't. What global gold coin is selling you is not a real cryptocurrency. There is.
Right, let me read this. No blockchain contract that you can expect, no token address or any chain, no real exchange listing, no order book, no on-chain transaction history. Nothing. What they call coin is just an empty entry in a private database they control, and that's the website that keeps crashing. They add a zero, remove they add a zero, remove a zero, change the price, multiply your balance, all within a few keystrokes. If you can't send a token to a wallet address you control, if you can't see it moving on the block explorer, and if you can't sell it on a real exchange to a unrelated buyer, then you don't own a coin. You own a number on someone's website. So what are you buying when you give them your money on your credit card? You're buying a position in a recruitment structure. You're buying hope. You're buying the right to bring the next batch of victims. That's the real product. And people start promoting it because they realize they've lost their money. And when I logged in, if I'm still logged in, you can actually see the tree structure. The biggest part of this website when you are in here is clicking on the referral part. And this is the biggest page of the whole website. And I haven't referred anyone yet, but if you would like to click on the, I'll just get rid of that button. If you would like to click on something here, that button there, you can sign up. It would be quite fun, wouldn't it? Actually, what I will do for shits and giggles, just use a fake email address, is I'll put my referral link in the chat room. And if you guys want to sign up, then I would like to see whether you actually appear under my tree. Because theoretically, I haven't verified my email address, even though it was a real email address. But I've still managed to sign up and I can still log back in. So I don't know when that email is ever going to come to verify what I'm doing. Anyway, sign up by test drive through their exchange. Signing up my test drive here. See how seriously they treat security and compliance. I did what every good scam investigator does. I tried to break their stupidity. I signed up with a password 123456778. And I used the address number 10 Downing Street, which I often use. London, New Zealand. No such address. No KYC, no identity checks, no password 2 week warnings. No, that's not a real country. Nothing. The system smiled, nodded, and let me walk right in. A few interesting things happened. Despite them claiming that the referral code was optional, the form refused to submit until I entered one. So I had to scrum around the internet and find one. Once I did, the dashboard proudly displayed my upline, complete with their email. There he is, Mr. Millionaire Maker 51. That sounds like a gold miner, doesn't it? I was immediately given my own referral link, which I've just given you in the chat room, with my personal code baked in. Oh, I'm so proud of that. I just need to give that out to a whole lot of stupid people. They'll sign up and I'll get more money if I can ever get my money out of it, but I don't think so. At no point did anyone ask who I was, whether I understood the risks, or whether I could afford to lose what I was being invested to invest. But they were very keen to show me who I now belong to, and how I should start recruiting them. That's not how crypto exchanges behave, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. That's not how this is how multi-level marketing schemes behave. The promoters recycled influencers and the same script. Before we get to the sales call, it's worth looking at who is publishing this out into the world. You would expect if there were a serious financial project to see, you'd see developers, analysts, people with real track records in crypto, maybe even a regulatory entity. Instead, we find First Lady Kimberly Crawford branding herself as, I can't even read that name.
Bossy as Kim,
pumping referring links all over her Facebook with the standard new coin backed by gold, get 100 coins spill. So that was interesting. So I found her there. She was looking very dapper. You might even find her in my sleigh. I did, and we went down here, and I haven't got Facebook, so in a minute a box will pop up and tell me that, but there she is wearing her pink jumpsuit with her bosoms half sticking out of it, which is fantastic if you're into bosoms, not me. And I did notice that she has Tampa's RUS Entertainment. Now, for some reason in my brain, that name is very familiar. And I'm sure I've seen her promoting other things that I've chased down before. But because I've got over 700 people in my database of scammers like her, I probably already have got a database on her, but because it's just another day in the office with me, I didn't do anything. So I got rid of her, but then I started looking around the internet at her, what do we call it, YouTube channel, and she has 177 subscribers, and she has 27 videos under her brand, but in her YouTube channel, she doesn't mention anything about the gold opportunity. No. And in fact, her last video was a year ago. So this must be her baby. This must be her music. So she's an influencer pushing music down people's throats and making you happy by listening to her tunes. Wonder if she sings Jingle Bells. Anyway, so I did find that quite interesting. But this is the person that is promoting it on her Facebook. And to be honest, I did find quite a few Facebooks with her name on it. So she's had her name hijacked. But I did find something that had been updated just a few hours ago, and that was the one I just shut down, which I'm not going to open up again. So you get the idea. Let's carry on. The next person, Paul. I'm going to read this because I can't pronounce his last name, and I got accused as being a racist person the other day because I couldn't pronounce some Māori's name in New Zealand. So I'm making sure I pronounce people's names properly these days.
Paul Sazel, a make money online operator in Phnom Penh, juggling various offers and funnel pages, with global gold coin just being another slot in the carousel.
Oh, now I did have to laugh. Oh, actually, I think I did click that through to her profile, just going back to her. Yeah, so you can see the last post was 6 hours ago. It's Monday. Time to remind the world who you are, a hustler, a winner, and a threat to every excuse that you ever tried to stop you. Oh, that's very profound. So that was just going back to that lady there, Kimberly with the pink jumpsuit. Anyway, no, we're not looking at her. What we're doing today, though, is we are going to look... Oh, no, this is a different guy. I thought this is Paul. Learn to invest your time and money. The more you learn, the more you earn. He's got 6,400 followers. And in here, you can see that he's got things like networklinks.pro. He's got, and he's also promoting the e-real estate, which I just did a blog about a couple of 3 days ago. So go and check out that. But this guy is obviously not just promoting one opportunity, he's promoting many opportunities. And you would think, if you didn't know any better, that these guys are struggling to get it off the ground themselves, which is exactly what they're trying to do. They've heard from somebody, a friend no doubt, that if you just promote these multi-level marketing things and when people sign up, you make money, and that's how you make money. And the best thing to do is to make it look like you're a raving success, so that people think that you're successful. This is what a successful man looks like. Coming from Cambodia, wearing his fake Rolex watch, which he would have paid a good $100 for instead of a good $90,000 for. Those diamonds aren't real. But look at him. He's even posing for us. So there you go. So that's our local Cambodian leader who's promoting this on his Facebook page. So we picked him out. But that does not take all the mustard. We've actually got another one that's even more exciting.
Martin Chongo, based in Zambia. involved in other highly questionable crypto schemes like DP Coin, suddenly very excited about yet another life-changing opportunity.
Oh, very excited, but I had to love this guy. He takes the mustard. So first of all, I did actually, can you see his profile picture? Look at this. And look at his watch. That's looking pretty cool. But he knows all about this gold opportunity. He's even got, looks like gold buttons. So I went through here and I did find a couple of really hard case photos, and hopefully I can bring them up. But he's an influencer. He's got his chips, fish and chips there. Oh, see, I don't have Facebook. It's a real pain, but now I have to refresh it. I'm hoping I can find the photo of him. Look at that one. He needs to eat a little bit more, but that's okay. Don't have to eat to be an influencer. I'm just going to see if I can find my favorite, all-time favorite image. So he's obviously promoting everything because you don't want to stop at one thing. So he's looking doof. I'm going to find the photo. Didn't come this far, only come this far. There he is now eating the fish and chips. He's having a good old time. 888 stars, iGaming, DeFi platform. Doof. Just saying. Sorry, I'm a bit excited today. Right, we'll get through this as quick as we can. He's got one here of a car where in wherever he's from, they can't afford to get a real car, so he's superimposed himself on a car, and I just thought that was quite good. It's on his LinkedIn profile, but I'll see if I can find it. But when you don't have Facebook, this is how you get through looking at Facebook's. So that picture that you just saw there was him. He's cut himself out. There he is. Look at that. Look at this. This is how you do it. Look at this. This is his car, and he's superimposed himself in front of the car. So he's obviously a visionary. Anyway, you get the idea. So we've got these silly little ones. It says, so they say new coin backed by gold. They're all saying the same thing. Was 10 cents, now 60 cents. Get 100 coins for free. If three different people in three different countries are using the same sentence structure, it's not organic enthusiasm. It's copy and paste script upline. The only thing that they are really selling is the next sign up. They just want you to sign up. There's the same section again with the heading, not in all caps, keeping your style. Here's the same section. Oh my God, that is not meant to be in there. How embarrassing. Alrighty, so I update my blogs, and that is so embarrassing. So let's get rid of that paragraph before anyone sees it. Oh, the only thing, update. Oh, it's not meant to be in there. It's bloody ChatGPT is letting me down. Oh, that's going to be all my other updates as well. Let's get rid of it. There we go. Right, so this is a new paragraph that I just added because there was another influencer who I didn't mention, and one of my lovely Avengers, Susie, said, hey, you forgot to mention this person. I thought, oh my God, I did too. So here we go. We put a whole new section in just about this one person. This was the person which you're about to find out. We got the transcript of the video and put it into the blog, into ChatGPT, and told them to highlight all the red flags and the like. And this was the person that actually was doing that video. And we'll have a quick look at that, but not too long.
The MLM architect behind the curtain, Dominique Barbie, while the surface level promoters push referral links and copy-paste scripts. The Zoom call reveals a much bigger player behind the scenes. Dominique Barbie. Barbie is not a casual participant. She is a long-standing MLM recruiter whose entire online career is built on launching, promoting, and rapidly cycling through high-risk opportunities. She became widely known during the Trader Forex MLM era, an operation that imploded under regulatory pressure, where leadership infighting escalated into lawsuits, including a high-profile civil action filed by fellow promoter Megan Lynch. The conflict wasn't about trading or performance. It was about who controlled the downline, which says everything about her business model. Since then, Barbie has flowed from scheme to scheme, attaching herself to whatever promises fast returns and faster recruitment. Her strategy never changes. Host hype calls, rebrand herself as a coach, and present each new scheme as the next ground floor miracle. Her presence here is not a coincidence. It indicates that the people behind Global Gold Coin are plugged into the MLM super network, the same ecosystem that moves from Forex to crypto to AI bots and back again. recycling victims and downlines with each collapse. When Dominique Barbie shows up in a project, it doesn't signal legitimacy, it signals the beginning of a recruitment engine, not a financial product. And that's exactly what we are seeing here.
Yeah, so it's all just multi-level marketing stuff. And I sort of, I kind of want to do a blog about this. And if anyone's going to sign up on this, you'd hope before they parted with $20 or 2,000 or 5,000 or 10,000, as they suggest that you put into the platform, there is no platform. I just hope they read this blog. And I do get emails from people telling me they are thankful that they found my blog. Some people, like a guy last week, had deposited $250,000 into Goliath Ventures Inc. And we managed, he found my blogs the next day. And now he's trying to get his money back, but we've managed to theoretically close the bank accounts, which is fantastic, but he hasn't got his money back. Now he's ghosted us because he doesn't want to negotiate with us because they've told him that if you negotiate with Danny DeHeck, you've got no chance of getting your money back. So now he's hedging his bet. Who do I talk to? Danny DeHeck that's exposed us as a scam? Or do I keep communicating with the scammers? Hopefully they will feel pity on me and give me my money back that I don't want to deposit in their platform anymore because I now realise it is a scam. These are the problems that I face every day. Next paragraph.
The Gold Mine Tour, a stage-managed prop for their sales funnel. Just when you think you've seen every trick in the book, along comes a YouTube tour of the mine allegedly backing the coin, a carefully staged walk through designed not to inform, but to impress the easily impressed. On camera, promoters casually drop huge, unverifiable claims.
Yeah, they do. So here's some of the unverifiable claims, which is quite a hard case. Hey, if you don't know, guys, I've actually got a Wikipedia page, and at the moment I'm battling with scammers to keep it alive, and somebody's just sent me a message saying it's gone off again. So when you search for Danny DeHeck on the internet and you click on Wikipedia, oh, it's back. It's back again. So now it's back. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. It's like a yo-yo. It's going up and down like a yo-yo. But anyway, it's my Wikipedia is back online again. I've got nothing to do with it, but I'm getting accused of editing my own Wikipedia page. And you can edit your own Wikipedia page, but everything gets stripped out. Don't ask me how I know that. But anyway, it's quite cool. So Wikipedia is back at the moment, everybody. But the good thing about Wikipedia, it does give you a lot of credibility. And if I manage to get it to stick in there, I noticed CoffeeZilla's managed to keep his to stick in there. But yeah, it's a pretty hard case. But while we're on the Wikipedia page, if you do search for Danny DeHeck in the search engines, there's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of smear campaigns out there about me. Thanks very much. But if you click on news, you'll find all the genuine articles. And the other day, I did find this one here, which is really cool. And this should be a genuine article, and it shouldn't be in here. So I've now written to the people, because we were doing a lot of work with the Pakistani people in the software houses. This website here, we believe, is run from Pakistani. And I'm actually quite a force with the Pakistani people. So if you go to my LinkedIn profile, you'll find that I'm trying to find the author of ATZ Crypto, because he's wrote this article about how I'm associated with white supremacist people, would you believe? Totally defamatory, totally untrue. Craig Cobbs is a guy that Stephen McCullough was trying to associate with me because we had a terrorist attack here in New Zealand. 51 people were killed, and it was done by theoretically white supremacist people. So they were trying to associate with me with this white supremacist so that I could be linked to the mass shootings in my hometown where 51 people lost their life. That's the sort of stuff that really happens. But anyway, this article was totally defamatory, not true, and it's actually amazing. So I'm trying to reach the authors or the sponsored, the people that took the money to have this sponsored article so I can get it removed because it comes up in the news session of my thing. But just something that I deal with on a daily basis. And to be honest, it does get me down a little bit. People publishing smear campaigns. But the truth prevails if you go to Wikipedia. Most of the stuff in there is true. Some stuff in there at the moment has been taken from proper, what do they call it? Smear campaign articles, which is really quite funny. But anyway, on camera, promoters usually drop huge unverifiable claims. So we've got these wee videos that we're going to have a quick look at. The mine produced $12 million worth of gold. No records to support this. A mystery last living heir, which you didn't even know the name or the age of, is supposed to be born inside one of the shafts, shaft 13 in 1930, living in an Arizona home that they bought for her. So the scammers that are running this gold-backed opportunity have bought her a home in Arizona, don't even know her real age. Heaps of dirt outside the mine contains millions, if not billions of dollars in gold that nobody has ever bothered to extract since 1800s. So did you know in Arizona there's a mine there sitting there where they've dug out all the dirt and gone through and got all the gold out. Now the dirt that's behind them, they have missed billions of dollars worth of gold in them. That's what they tell people on video. It's absolutely a hard case. All delivered with a warm tone of warm insider storytelling, but not a single technical detail. No geographical reports, no... Oh, I'm going to have to read these, but you'll get the idea once we get to the bottom.
Assay data, no mining rights documentation, no corporate registrations, no visible evidence the mine is active, no connection between the alleged asset and the actual token supply. Instead, the tour exists for one purpose, to make a crypto scam feel like a physical business.
Yeah, so when we went here, this is the Dominic Barbie. Is it Barbie? Am I saying that right?
Dominique Barbie.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, and these are the videos that we're talking about. Now, I'm not going to play them all, but I might do.
Mining from the 30s, 40s, 50s. We took over probably in the late 2000s. And so Patricia Thacke, she's the last living heir of the Thacke family. Patricia Thacke is the last living heir of the Thacke family. And so we're taking care of her. She's our partner. We bought her house in Arizona, and so she's living a good life in Arizona right now, and she's looking forward to seeing this get developed. So she's in her mid-80s.
He doesn't even know how old she is. So Stephen McCullough, the guy that tried to sue me in the New Zealand High Court for $3.85 million, he claimed that his crypto opportunity was gold back, but the gold was in the ground. And they theoretically were trying to get licenses to mine, but they couldn't get them. So they had nothing. So these guys are claiming that they've got some sort of gold mine, and they are looking after the lady who actually owns it. And they're going to dig up all the gold worth billions of dollars, and that's how come the crypto opportunities go back. You just can't make this shit up.
Hi, everybody. We're here in Nelson, Nevada. And back in the 1700s, Nelson, Nevada had the #1 gold and silver mine. And a lot of the people after the Civil War came here and worked. A lot of Native Americans worked here.
So these are just the bottom feeders, and you can see how unprofessional. This one here's a laugh.
All right, hi Larry, how you doing? Good. This is Keith. It's glad to talk to you. Thanks for taking my call. But listen to me real closely. Okay. I got involved with a crypto that's gold backed. About 8 or 9 weeks ago when I got involved, it was 10 cents a coin. It's now $1.50. Already sold enough of the next 2 platforms, the next 2 levels. It's going to be $2 come December 10th, $3 on January 1st. And with what's going on, it looks like it's going to probably be $10 by next year at Thanksgiving. I have no idea if you or anybody you love or care about might be interested in making some extra part-time money, but this is a chance to change your family's life. If you're interested, give me a call. He asks you any questions, just say, hey, I'm busy. Let me know whether or not you're interested. Time is of the essence. It's a first mover advantage. I'm only calling you because you're on my top 10 list. They told me to call the people that I love and care about the most. Let me know if you might be interested. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. I got people blowing my phone up. Talk to you later. I would say, wow.
So it's just crazy. I'm going to put that in the chat room. I can't help myself here, but if I come back to this, and if I go back to this, and I go into this, I'll probably put a comment in here, and obviously, I'll go to the top of that one. But, you know, that's the sort of sales techniques that they try. I mean, I don't take this. I just wonder who actually takes this stuff seriously. Because, I mean, I don't know anyone would, but if I post it in there, it probably won't be there when you go and have a look, but it'd be interesting to know.
Everybody.
The same with this one here. We'll put it in there, and we'll do it in this one as well. But, hey, maybe we saved somebody who thought this was a real opportunity. Who knows? Anyway, you get the idea. This is a classic tactic when a fraudulent scheme attaches itself to something tangible, a warehouse, a farm, a mine, a server room. They're not providing legitimacy. They're manufacturing confidence their own way, and their own words give it away. Right, the sales call. So we just listened to that guy do that sales. Was the sale call training? So this is, if you listen to his spiel, he's been doing this for years, and he doesn't even give the person a chance to ask any questions. And if you did, you're a naysayer or a dream stealer.
The sales call training, a masterclass in manipulation. A third video is outright shocking. It's not about crypto, mining, gold, or technology. It is a recruitment script workshop. One promoter literally demonstrates a 60-second pitch designed to hit emotional triggers.
Yeah, so emotional triggers. I'm just adding a few people into something or other here that you can't see. Let's see if there is a invite request. That's good. And I'll just put one more here and one more there. Just inviting a few people in to the room. Well, not to the room, but into my video. Alrighty, so fake urgency. It's already gone. It's already gone from 10 cents to $1.50. Fear of missing out. It'll be worth $10 by Thanksgiving next year. Social pressure. You're on my top 10 list, so they really care about you. I love you and I care about you. Artificial rush. I'm really busy. Call me back if you're interested. Cult style repetition. Do that 80 times by tomorrow. You know, you're gonna 80 times tomorrow. You're gonna find 2 or 3 stupid people who think, "Oh well, I'll just put $20 on it," and that's how they put there. There she is there. Anyone remember mining schemes in the past? Oh, I don't actually. Here's let's carry on. Let's read this part here.
He even tells the audience the quiet part out loud.
Yeah. So after that phone call, which I didn't play at all, he says, "If you only do it 3 or 4 times a week, you'll make a little money. I'm going to do it 3 or 4 times an hour. Make a lot of money." It's not investing. It's cold call, multi-level marketing, boiler room training. When it comes to the psychological manipulation that every veteran scammer relies on, people make decisions faster based out of fear of loss, not gain. I'm going to just read some of this. It's going to be quicker.
They instruct promoters to weaponize FOMO and relational guilt. What if I tell Larry Nooney and his brother really do this? It's not how much can I make, it's how much am I going to lose if I don't join. This kind of messaging doesn't create informed participants. It creates pressure-cooked victims, and it confirms, beyond any doubt, what this whole operation really is.
And I'm amazed that these tactics still work. That's why I'm doing this blog today. I'm hoping I'm going to wake up some people when next time you get a phone call from your best friend that you've never heard of for years and they're talking really fast and they don't let you get a word in edgeway. You really got to think about this, don't you?
A referral-driven, fear-driven recruitment machine disguised as a gold-backed cryptocurrency.
I just sent my link to somebody and they've come back and said, "Nice beard there, Papa." Thank you very much, mate. Love.
The Zoom call. An hour-long assault on your critical thinking. The heart of this operation is a Zoom call that, if you know what to look for, is almost painful to watch. From the opening minute, you're told this is.
Yeah. So I won't. Well, I will bring it up quickly because if I go to my history, my videos, you're going to see all the videos I watched. But this video here, it's only had 49 views. But this is a video call. And if you go to the start of this thing, you've got that lady, which the Barbie lady. But just the techniques, like this is why I do these blogs, because when I listened to this here, I thought this is disgusting. The lady hasn't even got herself on camera.
By a divine alignment. There's really no coincidences.
It's a divine alignment,
like that, I believe. But what happened to me was I was talking to a huge leader who I had helped get to
no name,
$50,000 per month in a company. And
so this huge leader that she was talking to, she helped him get $50,000 in a month. So there's all the hype.
Put me on a three-way with another person who was a super leader. He had about 80,000 people on his team.
80,000 people on his team. Yeah, all these techniques that they use. He was a super leader. No names, no nothing. And then you've got the Professor Robert. And then way at the very end, you've got the bearded man. Don't trust anyone who's got a beard.
Where you can take care of all those things for your family. I've been doing this full-time since 1996. Robert has seen me be at the top, #1 money earner for companies. He's seen me make...
So what's the gold story? What's the token? How's the token going to get in value? It's just absolutely pathetic. But when I watched that video, I don't even know if I put Kim Dola in my, I don't know if that's her handle or what it is, but when you go to her videos, you will see that they're not just promoting this one opportunity, they're promoting multiple opportunities, all multi-level marketing. They don't care about you. They're still trying to make it big themselves. They make out they're very successful. I mean, here's the thing. She's out working out of her bedroom, is it?
Hello and welcome to my program, Facebook Cash App Hustle.
Facebook Cash at Hustle. These are the people who are promoting these dirty, disgusting schemes. Okay, so from the opening minutes, state of the, what have we got here? I think we covered on, notice something, they still haven't told you what the product is. There's no coin name yet, no technical explanation, no breakdown, no risks or mechanics, just status language and spiritual language. They haven't even spoken to, I don't know what that's saying, hold on.
You aren't being spoken to as a potential investor.
No, you're not. You've just been yelled at. Gassed
You're
it.
being spoken to as a recruit who needs to be emotionally softened up.
Yep, you need to have an emotional attachment.
They talk about being blessed to even hear this information, about how rare it is, about how only the inner circle gets access. They tell stories about being put on private calls with mysterious huge leaders, super leaders, and quietly imply you are now part of that same circle.
Yeah, I'm in the family.
If someone spoke to my mother this way, flattering her, telling her God organized a Zoom invite, suggesting that hesitation would mean ignoring a blessing, I'd be furious, because none of this is about education. It's about disarming skepticism before any facts appear.
Right, so I'm going to keep bowling on with this blog. We're just going to read the next section so we don't spend all day here.
The billionaire fairy tales and invisible experts. Whenever scammers want to skip over the awkward proof part of a pitch, they start name-dropping people they never quite identify. On this call, we're told, a multi-multi-billionaire in New York controls $80 billion in Bitcoin. 10 other billionaires are ready to push the gold coin to $100. They have someone they call the Bitcoin Queen involved. One leader has 80,000 people. Another has 500,000 people in Europe. Someone else has 2 million crypto buyers ready to go. A multi-billionaire's firm will handle everything from the SEC to the IRS to exchange listings. It sounds impressive until you realize not one full name, company, contract, or document is ever produced. You aren't given names you can Google. You aren't given firms you can check. You're given vibes. They want you to feel small, late, and lucky just to be on the call. Credibility in the real world is something you can verify. Credibility in scam world is something you're asked to feel.
Yeah, it's all about emotional attachment. Now, I've just put the website address in the chat room, so if anyone wants to see if they can load it, I know Susie was struggling to load it before. This is the, in New Zealand, I can actually theoretically, I've just hit refresh on that page and it loaded. When I logged in, if you want to log in, you can actually have a wee play. Once you are logged in, go to /admin and you'll get to this page. And I've been trying to add users. For some reason, I don't have add users. But if I hit refresh, this should work. But as I said at the start of this video, if somebody did sign up under my referral link, which was at the beginning, technically speaking, I should be able to see somebody else in my tree below. So we'll just have a quick look at that. And no one loves me. That's fine. Root user, you. There's no one in my tree. And, oh, look, I think I actually might have, I'm logged, I've got a, oh, look at that. That's crazy. So I'm not logged in, but I can still access that page, but it doesn't have any data. So now I'm going to log in. Now watch this for security, ladies and gentlemen. Dehek, Danny@gmail.com, and let's see how we get on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is my password. Let's go. And have they kicked me out? Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Signing in. Nothing happening. All right, so now I'm going to go forgot password and see whether it lets me resets my password. And now I'm going to read the next paragraph, and I'm going to check my emails in a few minutes. Did I do this? I think I did. No, I didn't. Did I do that one? Feel. Yeah, so gold, I'm going to read the whole new section, and we'll probably flutter around a wee bit on the internet with different pages, but you listen to this in the background. So let's go for the next section.
The gold mine story, the shiny prop that doesn't exist on paper. A big part of their pitch hangs on the claim that this token is backed by gold, not just metaphorically, but literally backed by real-world gold mine, supposedly worth billions. Professor Robert claims he owns 30% of a gold mine valued at $3 or $4 or $5 billion. The mine is near Las Vegas, 110 acres, With a colorful history, leaders will soon tour the mine that backs the token. It sounds like the kind of story people want to believe. Gold has an emotional weight. It feels safer, older, more solid than digital coins. But here's what they never provide. No name of the mining company, no filings, no audited reserve reports, no production numbers, no independent valuation, no legal documentation showing Global Gold Coin has any secured claim over that alleged gold, no mechanism for token holders to ever redeem anything. Backed by gold in this context means we hope you don't ask too many questions. If there really were billions of dollars worth of gold behind a token, the first thing a legitimate team would do is shove the documentation under your nose. Instead, the documentation is replaced with storytelling. That's not an accident. It's a strategy.
Yep, it's dead right. Downing Street. So I'm just doing Downing Street again as my address. So I haven't received an email from these people. City, London, country. Let's see if we can do New Zealand. And referral code. That's going to be interesting. So I have to find a referral code. How am I going to find a referral code? I reckon I can find my own referral code because I think I will still have that page open somewhere. Have I still got it open? No. I think I put it in the chat room somewhere here, so I'm just going to go back and see if I can find my own. There it is. I'm going to go put that there. Hold it. 1 minute, please, caller. Just like to have a wee bit of a play while we're here. There's my own referral code. And we will go back to, where is it? Signing up. And referral code. Let's create another account. Oh, no, straight away we have a problem. Well, it's interesting that, because I believe either they reset their database or they did get it hacked and somebody swiped it clean, which would be quite funny. So we're now looking at my password again and sign in. I think the actual server is down. Not authorized has come up down the bottom. Anyway, I haven't got time to carry on. Didn't come this far to come only this far. So that's what we just read about. Promises, nice price promises plucked out of thin air. So these people come up with this valuation. It's only worth as much as the next person's paying for it if it was a real meme coin. But these haven't even got themselves on any exchange.
The price promises, numbers plucked from thin air. Now we get to the numbers. This is where they really start to salivate. They talk about the coin having been 10 cents, then 20 cents,
Prove it.
then 35, then 40, then 80, then $1. Now $1.25, on its way to $3 to $4 by March, and $150 shortly after that. They compare it to early Bitcoin. They say this is your chance to get in at less than $1 and right into millionaire territory. But ask yourself, who is setting these prices?
It's like having an old BMW, and BMWs used to rev quite high. So they're already quite responsive when you hit the gas. I've driven a BMW a couple of times, and they always seem to be at about 500. So if you have the noise up really loud, it's hard for people to get a word in edgeway. And as long as you keep noise going like this, people won't question you. Now, Susie just asked me to go to ChatGPT and ask her about Patricia Thackwell. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to listen to the next paragraph so we keep moving along.
A real token trades on real markets. Its price is set by buyers and sellers interacting on a public order book. Even dodgy coins listed on shady exchanges at least have some form of visible trading activity. With Global Gold Coin, the price only exists inside their own website. There is no independent trading venue. You can't verify volume. You can't see order books. You can't cross-check on CoinGecko or any serious aggregator. The simplest explanation is the correct one. The price is whatever they type into the admin panel. When someone controls the database, they control the illusion of growth. They can show you a chart going up and up while you have no way of exiting at those numbers. It's like a casino printing fake chips and telling you you're up $100,000. As long as you don't try to cash out, that's not investment. That's theater.
Yeah, so every time I talk about scams, I often talk about it like you're playing a game of Monopoly. You know, and they're literally stealing your money because here's a crypto wallet address that you can put your money into, right? And you'll never see it again. So if I put that in speech marks and search, I can't find that anywhere. So that's probably a made-up crypto address that regenerates every time somebody wants to deposit money. So it makes it very hard for anyone to track anything they're doing. So we've just looked that up, Susie, and we're just going to read the next section, and we'll listen to this one first.
The debt pressure. Don't leave Santa's sack empty. Scams don't just
ho,
invite
ho,
you to
ho.
put in money. They push you to put in more than you can afford. On this call, they openly encourage people to put money on credit cards. Use a credit card program with 4% monthly repayments. Treat this as the way to stabilize your family's future forever. Go as high as $25,000 in one hit.
Ooh.
They even wrap it in Christmas language. Don't leave Santa's sack empty this year. Think about that for a second. They're explicitly tying your love for your family and your anxiety over Christmas spending to the decision to take on debt for a speculative coin that doesn't even exist on a blockchain. If someone said this to my mother, I wouldn't just tell her to hang up. I'd sit her down and explain that anyone who brings up Christmas and credit cards in the same sentence while selling an investment is not on her side. Legitimate financial advisors talk about diversification, risk management, timelines, and affordability. These people talk about maxing out cards and trusting God. That's not advice. That's financial abuse.
Yeah, and isn't it disgusting? Listen to that. Don't leave Santa's sack empty this year. That's disgusting, isn't it? So they're putting the onus back on you for not providing for your children, but telling you to go into debt. And then this is why I do these videos, because even though this might be a small little wee scam, it's the kind of ones I like going after, not like the big ones like Goliath Ventures, for example. But these are just individuals who think they are clever at marketing, influencers on the internet, telling people they need to sign up for these programs. And it annoys the crap out of me. And I go after them. I'll name and shame them. I'll publicize where they live if I have to. I'll let you be the vigilante if you want to go after these people, because they are, if you met these people in a pub and they were sitting there drinking or celebrating or spending money like they deserve it, you know that they're the real bottom feeders on the planet.
The spiritual guilt trip. One of the ugliest tactics in the call is the religious framing. They talk about divine alignment, God blessing you with this opportunity, being chosen to hear this information, not wasting the blessing you've been given. The implication is clear. To walk away is to ignore what God has arranged. To hesitate is to block your blessing. To question is to show a lack of faith. This is not accidental language. It's targeted at people for whom faith is deeply tied to identity and decision-making. When you can make someone feel like saying no to your scheme is the same as saying no to God, you can get them to override their own instincts. It's disgusting, and it works far too often. If your faith is being used as leverage in a financial pitch, that pitch is rotten.
Look, I know when they use religion, I'm not religious. I was brought up in a religious cult. I have no time for anything to do with religion at the moment. I'm not against anyone with their faith and their belief. As long as you don't push it down my throat, I'm a happy chap. However, when I see people using religion and they say, I'm in the same boat as you, we believe in God, the Almighty, and this is your opportunity. Listen to the words. God is blessing you with this opportunity. What a load of shit. Being chosen to hear this information, chosen by God. God is not looking after you when it comes to investment opportunities, not wasting the blessing you've been given. Oh my goodness, the tactics they used, where do they stop? These are the bottom feeders of the planet. And they should be just put in a little box and buried 6 foot under, if you want my opinion.
Why this isn't just another MLM at this point, you might think. Okay, so it's MLM.
So what?
Lots of big companies use MLM. What's the big deal? The big deal is this. Traditional MLM is already catastrophic for most people, and that's with actual products. Study after study has shown that over 99% of MLM participants either lose money or barely break even. Add in the emotional damage, friendships strained, family relationships reduced to prospect lists, people feeling like failures because they couldn't believe hard enough, and MLM leaves a trail of human wreckage behind it. Now take that same structure and strip away the product, the physical inventory, the tangible service, the ability for an outside observer to see what's really being sold.
So I just want to stop it there for a while. And this is why we do what we do. Everyone says, oh, it's just multi-level marketing. But what are these people selling? They're selling nothing. And they're selling the dream of a passive income. They're selling the dream of easy money. And they're telling you how successful they are. And they're stuck inside a Zoom meeting every day telling you that you sign up so you don't miss out. They're hoping that you sign up so they don't miss out. It's just absolutely disgusting.
Global Gold Coin doesn't even have the pretense of selling something useful. The product is a fake coin inside a closed system. The only way anyone imagine is making money is by getting in early and convincing others to join under them. That's not entrepreneurship, it's structured exploitation.
Yeah, so imagine going to this website here, signing up if you can, depositing money to a random address, hoping that it's going to turn into something that doesn't exist. I mean, you can't make this shit up. The damage isn't financial. Did we read that? Hope not.
The damage isn't just financial. When people realize they've roped in friends and family into a scam, the shame can be crushing. Some never talk about it. Some double down and keep selling because admitting the truth is too painful. Others walk away from relationships entirely. Scammers like this know exactly what they're doing to those relationships. They've seen it before. They just don't care.
They don't. They just think they've become numb. The world's become numb with people like this. Inside the back office, a view of what really matters to them. Once you're logged in, the mask strips a bit more. On a real exchange dashboard, you would expect to see account security options, deposit withdrawal tools, market data, trading pairs, asset branches tied to on-chain addresses. And in here, all we see is deposit address, a fake withdrawal address where the money will never get back to you. In CryptoGold.Exchange, what you actually see is the spine of a recruitment machine. They show you your upline, the person who brought you in. You're encouraged to share your professional referral link, personalized referral link, I should say. You can see your team, your group, your growing downline as people sign up under you. The entire layer revolves around people, not assets. It's like opening what you thought was a bank account and discovering the main feature is a family tree of who convinced whom to join. There's no transparency. There's no tokens created. So once you've bought and you've given your money, well, I don't know. I've never given them money. Where are they stored? How the so-called price is calculated? Or what happens if you try to withdraw? There's no threat as you are not treated as an investor. Oh, I'll have to read that. Sorry. I'll just go right to the last paragraph so we can get the whole gist of it.
You're not treated as an investor assessing risk. You're treated as a node in a pyramid, tasked with dragging more bodies into the system. The message of the back office is simple. You are not here to trade. You are here to recruit.
Yeah, it's all insider enrichment. Is that right?
Enrichment.
How these schemes really make money. Let's talk about... So I want to educate you along the way, and that's why I really asked. I did write this with ChatGPT, but it doesn't mean I just put a few words in there and it comes out with this amazing article. I feed it over and over and over again with intel that I get from different people, different sources. I transcribe videos into text so that I can use the text. I use their own words to create swords that they fall on. So let's talk a bit more about promoters. And we'll find out how the promoters actually win from promoting this stuff.
Let's talk about the bit the promoters never want to explain clearly, who actually wins. During the call, one of the men fronting the scheme boasts, "My wallet has $1.2 billion on it right now."
Yeah, and later he offers, "Tonight only, 25,000 gets you 1 million coins." So the slip of the tongue there, without even reading my own blog, is the fact that he's perceiving that his tokens are worth $1.2 billion. So he doesn't say it's dollars. He talks about dollars, but he should be talking about tokens rather than dollars. But he's insinuating. So let's see what ChatGPT explain it better than I did, probably.
Take a step back and think about the implications. For someone to be able to hand out 1 million coins at the drop of a hat, their personal allocation must be enormous.
Yes.
And if they can casually sprinkle out million coin packages to whoever wires them enough money, it tells you that the supply is completely arbitrary. These schemes work like this.
Now, interesting enough, because I remember listening to the video, he talked about how he's going to, he's taken all the money and then he's going to send out all the tokens. So he's hoping to get the tokens delivered by the 1st of January. No guarantees, no nothing, no names of token, no where they are, no nothing. That's what but at the moment, He just wants you. He's just pumping this so that you will get dumped. I'm just going to do these 1 through to 6, and let's have a listen.
Insiders award themselves gigantic token balances at effectively zero cost. They set an initial arbitrary price, say 10 cents, and start telling stories about how it will go to $1, $3, $10, $100. They sell these imaginary coins to recruits in exchange for real money, dollars, crypto, card payments. As more people buy in, they simply update the displayed price on the website, giving the illusion of growth. At some point, if they can get the token listed somewhere, even briefly, they dump as much as they can on the open market. When deposits slow or regulators sniff around, the system dies, and the insiders vanish with the lion's share of the money.
Not related, but there's a guy called Super One, Andre, was his name. He's now bankrupt, I think. He literally owned 52% of all the tokens that were available on the market. So then he goes out there and tries to create hype on the 58% of the tokens that are available on the market, and he did have them on the market. But what that actually means is once his tokens have ever become worth something like $10, he would sell his 52% of all the tokens for $5 a token and make a whole lot of money, and then everyone who's bought these tokens at $10 would lose all the money. And then everyone panics and they sell them for nothing, and the token's worth nothing. So it's kind of in a nutshell how it works. So whoever's got the tokens is the person that's going to benefit from any money that goes into the platform. But in this case, these tokens don't exist yet. There's nothing. They have nothing on nothing on nothing. So it's all a gentleman's handshake as we're going to hand out these tokens after you pay for them. Similar to Luna One. Luna One claimed that they were going to put these tokens on the market at $25 each and did a pre-sale of $15 each. And then when they listed on the market, they listed them at $5 each. So a fifth of the price they were claiming they were going to list these tokens when they put them on the token market. And the people who bought in early in the pre-sale had paid $15. So they were only worth a third. It's just incredible. I watched it happen. 11,000 investors lost money. Over $1 million worth of... I had about 42 people come to me telling me that they had purchased and lost and they were angry. And then what they do is they create another opportunity over here and they give people these worthless tokens as a, sorry, it didn't work out. And they change your token from one token to another. So it's like going to the beach, grabbing a handful of sand here and calling it the DDH token. And then when that pump and dump is over, they tell you that they're going to create another token called the James token, JJ token. And they're going to give you how many tokens you purchased in the same value here. And then that, I believe, is what they're doing is they're getting rid of the liability. So you think you've got something over here that's worth something, but it's not. It's just grains of sand in the ocean worth nothing. Just go grab another handful of those. Think we did this paragraph.
It's important to understand that from their point of view, the database is the treasure chest. They control who gets numbers, how many numbers, and what those numbers pretend to be worth. You are not a partner in this. You are the exit liquidity.
Yeah, it's just like getting into website design and changing the numbers to create worth.
The stories about helping 1,000 people become millionaires are marketing. The reality is that these schemes are engineered so that the math guarantees almost everyone will lose, because the underlying value is fake, while the money flowing in from recruits is very real.
Right. So, so we'll just carry on here. So why so many people fall for it? We'll duck back to what Sue's asked us to look for. Good question. We did a research on a person's who is, we'll read it and see what it says.
Good question, and short answer. We don't know who Patricia Thag really is, at least not with any credible evidence. Here's what I found, and why she is almost certainly just part of the scam story. Tick what the promoters say about Patricia Thag. The promoters claim that Patricia is a last living heir to a gold mine fortune. According to their story, she was born in Shaft 13 of the mine back in the 1930s or 40s. Danny DeHeck. They say she was taken care of, moved to a home in Arizona, and is now supposedly part of the mine's legacy. To give the mine story a human, emotional hook, Danny DeHeck. Her existence is used to lend legitimacy to the gold-backed crypto coin narrative. to make people believe there's real, long-standing value behind the token. Danny.
That's amazing. So it's actually, even though my blog's only been online for 13 hours, it's already picked up my content and picked out the words out of their videos that I've transcribed. And now it's coming up with some independent information.
What independent sources show? Nothing credible. I found a record of a Patricia Thake, slightly different spelling, in some genealogical databases, but nothing that links that name to a mine in Nevada, gold mining ownership, or any surviving heir status in any public record. Ancestry +1. There is no public mining company, corporate registry, property record, geological survey, or legal document that lists Patricia Thake, or any Thake Thaki, as the rightful owner or heir of a gold mine tied to this scheme. The promoters have provided no paperwork, no title deeds, no reserve reports, no audit certificates, no independent verification of mining rights or gold reserves.
Unreal, isn't it? So they've just literally fabricated that whole lot. The only evidence there is about Patricia is evidence that I've provided on my blog through their video transcripts.
Why so many people fall for it? If you just read the mechanics, you might be tempted to think, who would fall for this? But that's the wrong question. It's not about intelligence. It's about pressure.
Exactly.
These calls are built to overwhelm you with numbers, flood you with emotion, wrap everything in spiritual and motivational language, create urgency with fake deadlines, tonight-only offers, and holiday themes, make you feel like you'll be left behind if you pause to think. Most people don't sit at a desk with a notepad and a calculator while watching. They're on their phone after work, tired, worried about bills, worried about Christmas. Hearing this is your moment from someone who sounds confident and successful. Scammers know that. They build their pitch for that moment of vulnerability. They also know shame will keep a lot of victims quiet. Once someone has told their family, "I found something huge. We're going to be okay," it's incredibly hard to later admit, "I was wrong. I was tricked. I'm sorry." The silence protects the scammers.
Yeah, it does. And there's so many people don't want to tell their story to me when they come to me because they've literally, they just don't. It's unreal. It blows me away how many people don't want to share their story because they're embarrassed. I would go as high as 90% of people don't even want to talk about it. And the ones that do don't want to remain anonymous. And there's only a small handful of people, especially with this Goliath Ventures one that I've got. And I've got so many people coming forward to me telling me they've taken their money off the platform, but they don't want to share the contracts that they've signed because I've got their names all over them. So I asked them to redact that information. They still don't want to give that to us because they're too scared. Because this is what they do. The next layer of this, if you talk about me, I'll do a defamation lawsuit. That's why I've got 5 defamation lawsuits pending at the moment against me. This is how they try to shut you up.
Why Global Gold Coin is so dangerous. Global Gold Coin combines several of the worst elements in one package. The illusion of a crypto token, with none of the transparency, the psychology of MLM, with none of the product, the emotional hooks of religious and motivational rhetoric, the financial recklessness of gambling with borrowed money, the shame and relationship damage that comes from turning your social circle into your prospect pipeline. If this were just a bad investment, it would be one thing, but it's not. It's a system designed to exploit trust, hope, and desperation. It targets people in regions where regulation is weak, financial literacy is under attack from all directions, and where a few $100s means the difference between getting by and going under. The promoters aren't innocent. They know what they're doing. They may tell themselves stories about being wealth mentors or kingdom builders, but at the end of the day, they're repeating scripts that funnel money upwards and leave a trail of wrecked lives behind them. They know the statistics on MLM. They've seen previous schemes disappear. They carry on anyway.
I love that, where they say wealth mentors and kingdom builders. That's who they claim to be. They claim to be heroes when they're actually bank robbers. Absolutely shocking. Now, Susie, you asked me to please try again and check this company that's been registered in 2005, which isn't 1930s mine by the sounds of it. It sounds like a 2005 mine.
Krausthake Mining and Minerals LLC is a Nevada-based limited liability company, established in 2005.
Here we go. Let's have a listen.
Good question. I poked around what public information there is for Krausthake Mining and Minerals LLC, KTMM, the company name reportedly tied to the mine backing Global Gold Coin, GGC. And here's what I found, along with why none of it gives genuine credibility to the gold-backed coin story. Tick what is public about Krausthag Mining and Minerals LLC. Krausthag Mining and Minerals LLC is listed in some business directories as incorporated in Nevada in 2005, with a registered location near Searchlight, NV Jackpot Patsy Mill Site, Manta. The listing claims the company operates in non-metallic minerals services, except fuels Manta. The same
Not
listing
gold?
names Patricia Thake as a contact associated with the company, Manta. There is at least one active mining claim in Clark County, Nevada, Patsy number 5, which public claim owner databases list under Patricia Thake, theatrical.com+1. So, superficially, yes, there does appear to be a small company by a very similar name, and a mining claim tied to Thake, on paper. That gives the promoters something they can reference when they claim we have a real mine behind the coin.
Ah, interesting. But the important stuff, I presume, is this here.
But none of that makes the gold-backed crypto coin story credible. Despite those records, there remain major, fatal gaps, and those gaps are exactly why the claim remains unverified and almost certainly fraudulent. The company listing is tiny, estimated around $180,000 annual revenue. 3 employees according to one directory.
Oh my
Manta.
God.
That scale is nowhere near sufficient
Billions
to
of dollars.
legitimately support a multi-billion-dollar mine output, let alone finance or guarantee a global coin tied to gold reserves. The company is categorized as non-metallic minerals services,
Oh my God.
except fuels, which suggests no ongoing large-scale gold or metal mining operations under public record. Manta. The single claim Patsy number 5 is a small mining claim, and nowhere in public filings is there evidence of recent large-scale extraction, or audited gold reserves, production output, or corporate disclosures that tie this claim to any token economy, theatrical.com+1. Most critically, there is no public linkage between this company/claim and the token supply of global gold coin. No smart contract address, no independent audit, no production reports, no proof of gold backing. Without that, the backed by gold claim is purely rhetorical. In short, KTMM gives the promoters a thin veneer of legitimacy, a name, a claim, a phone number, but nothing that verifies the core promises of value or security. This is exactly how many scams manufacture just enough smoke to attract fire.
Yeah, so if anyone's watching this and go, I don't know what I'm talking about, then I love ChatGPT and the research it can do us in an instant. Obviously, I'm live on the internet as I'm recording this, and I've just managed to bring this up. Anyone in their right mind can see that there's no $180,000 a year. This mine that they're looking at doesn't produce any gold, theoretically. So if anything, it's a veneer slapped on top of something that no one will verify or do your due diligence with. Here's your due diligence.
What this means for your expose, you can, and should, reference KTMM and the public claim as part of the story. It helps illustrate how scammers build a half-true narrative. We own a tiny claim. We incorporated legally in Nevada. We'll use that as proof of backing. That narrative can fool emotionally driven investors, especially when combined with hype around gold mines, mining tours or heritage from the 1930s, but also show readers clearly. Public records do not support their wild claims about multi-billion-dollar reserves, institutional scale mining, or anything tying the mine to the token economics. That contrast, tiny real-world company/claim versus massive promises/intangible token supply, is powerful. It exposes the heart of the scam.
Could you please create me a paragraph I can drop into my existing blog that summarizes everything that you have just given me? I think this is important. Alrighty, so what we will do is we will go to here. We will, what I'm going to do while I do that, so I don't bother, I'm going to add another paragraph into here. And we've got 2 paragraphs to go, and then we're going to add this next paragraph in here, but we're going to read the second to last paragraph. And in the background, I'm going to add an additional paragraph into this blog. It's going to be a very long blog, but I think it's important so you can see how stupid these influencers are who try promoting this to mum and dad investors.
If someone you love is being pulled into this, if your mother, your partner, your friend, or someone at your church is being drawn into global gold coin, or anything like it, the worst thing you can do is mock them. Scammers are very good at what they do. They make smart, decent, caring people feel like they finally found a way out, and then they weaponize that hope against them. The best thing you can do is help them slow down. Show them that real crypto can be checked on a public blockchain. Real exchanges don't require you to join under a sponsor. Real investments don't pressure you to use credit cards before midnight. Real business opportunities don't rely on spiritual guilt or God brought you to this Zoom rhetoric. Real value doesn't disappear the moment the website goes offline. Ask them the simple questions the promoters hope nobody asks. Where is the contract address? Where is the audited gold reserve? Where are the real exchange listings? What happens if you try to withdraw everything today? And most importantly, if this goes wrong, who can you actually hold accountable? If the honest answer is no one, then you already know what you're dealing with.
Right, we're going to have a bit of fun with this one then. So we've just got to put a heading in here. The truth about the mining company. This is where I sometimes forget to remove stuff. So we'll put that in there. And I think this paragraph needs to be broken up a little bit because it's a bit hard to read. Let's have a look for a couple of paragraphs. 5 most. I might just put a break here and a break the company. Right, and just to prove the point home, we'll go to this and we will see if we can bring up that there. And I think that's going to bring up the information that we require. Okay, so now we're going to go back to here and we're going to go the company. I don't know if we need to link through to the company, but I think I'll put it there, put that there, and update. And I don't even know the Nevada company. I don't know if we can find that easily. Maybe we can. Nevada Eco, is it? Hello. You're still whipping those scammers into shape. Nice to see you here, Crypto G. It really is. I don't think we need to link to the company. I think most people can find that themselves. So what we've got after that, we now go back to the top of this blog and we save it. We can read the last paragraph, but I think we should read the paragraph that we've just written. So we've now looking and researching real gold mines, Crypto G. In case you haven't been counting with current events, the bottom line, we're going to do the bottom line. Come down here, why gold coins so dangerous. Some people fall for it, insider schemes, and now we should have back office. Where is it? Spiritual guilt trip. Hold on, what are we doing here? Hold up, let's go back to here. Hit refresh and see if we can find the paragraph that we've just written. Disclaimer. Someone pulls you into this. Why global gold? Some people will fall for it. Where's the paragraph we've just written? Did I not hit save? There it is there. So this is the paragraph about the gold mine that Susie's helped us bring up to.
The truth about Stake Mining and Minerals LLC. At first glance, the promoters make it sound like Global Gold Coin is backed by a vast, multi-billion-dollar gold empire. They even point to a Nevada company, Stake Mining and Minerals LLC, incorporated in 2005, and a small mining claim in Clark County listed under the name Patricia Sake, the supposed last living heir. On paper, that gives their story a faint whiff of legitimacy, but once you look closer, the entire narrative collapses. The company is tiny, with an estimated revenue of around $180,000 a year, and only a handful of staff. Public records categorize it under non-metallic mineral services, not major gold production. The single mining claim, Patsy number 5, shows no evidence of large-scale extraction, no modern output, no audited reserves, and no documentation connecting it to any cryptocurrency. Most importantly, there is zero proof that this small local mining operation has anything whatsoever to do with the creation, supply, or value of global gold coin. What the promoters have done is classic scam theater. Take a small, real-world company, stretch its existence into a grand myth, and hope nobody checks the paperwork. It's a story built for trust, not truth, and it has no bearing on the fake gold backing behind this token.
Yeah, so that's it really. So we'll just do the bottom line. The global gold coin and CryptoGold.Exchange are not the future of finance. Sorry, guys. Ho, ho, ho. They are the latest costume worn by a very old game. No name changes, no logo change, no buzzword change. The structure stays the same. A handful of people at the top invent a story, invent a number, and convince everyone underneath that they are early, chosen, blessed, and just one more deposit away from never worrying about money ever again. If you're reading this because someone sent you a referral link or because you watched that Zoom that we described, had descripted and felt a twinge of fear of missing out, let me say this as plainly as I can. This isn't your way out. This is their way in. This isn't their way out. This is their way in. Walk away. Warn others. Don't let these people or anyone using the same tactics in any other scheme that you see anywhere near you, anywhere near your wallet, your credit card, and your trust. Right, so that's it. Hopefully that's warned anyone that was going to invest in in anything to do with unverifiable facts. Now, I didn't spend too long. I actually did spend quite a while. I think I spent 3 or 4 hours putting together this review. If you go to my website and you click support me, you'll see that I have a page here with Car-Fi, and I'm asking people to help fund me do 50 reviews on investigation scams. My goal is that when people search for these scams to see whether they're real, true, and genuine, that they'll stumble across my blogs, hopefully before they invest, not after. If you want to help, donate to me, you can join as one of my members. You can give me a one-time donation if you like. $5 goes a long way in my life. You can see the different memberships that I have available, or you can go to my shop and you can sponsor a review for a couple $100, and I'll do a review just like you've seen me do, or a support session if you need some therapy. If you need somebody to help you, I can't help you recover your money. A lot of people come to me telling me that they've found somebody on LinkedIn. I just had one yesterday telling me that some lovely person who's only got 24 connections has said that they can help people recover their crypto. And I said, report that profile, do your thing, keep reporting these people who claim that you can get your crypto back because it's a load of rubbish. Express chat, $50, employ me. I don't get people signing up every day for that. This isn't how I make my money. I do drop shipping for a living. But what I do is I do ask people to support me if they can. All my research is done with open source intelligence. I've got a great team of Avengers. We'll have a chit chat in the morning. We go through whatever we did. Now, the reason I covered this particular opportunity was because when I went to one of my Avengers posted a link. Let's see if I can find it. Let's go Google link to a video, and that was the video I got transcribed, and you can see that here. So this video here,
We make $250,000 a month, and in the last 29 years or 30 years, I've never seen the response that we're getting here. I've never seen the quality of leadership that have come together under one umbrella. And you know what? With what happened this last weekend, where we tripled the size of the company in 72 hours.
how'd they do that? Quite easy. They had 3 people promoting it, and now they have 6 people. No, 9 people. 3 threes, 9. See? So they never give you proper facts. Hello, Lisa. Lovely to see you here. If you know this guy in this video, we probably do. We haven't got a file on him. It's not worth it. But this video here was an exclusive video that only a handful of people could be in this Zoom meeting. It just so happens they broadcast it on their YouTube channel, and it's got a whole 49 views. This is a whole bullshit, poos and wheeze scheme. People like this make money while you sleep, are busy promoting this crap. Get them off YouTube. Report. Go to these people's accounts. It's not rocket science. You can literally go into an account like this and you can go down and you can report this user and you can report the user. And you come in here and you go, what are they doing? They're harassing, bullying, privacy, impersonation, blah, 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 scams and scams. And then you come along here and it says, what video do you want to do? Just do the whole lot. You don't have to tick them all. Additional notes. This guy is promoting crypto scams that do not have verifiable facts. If you go through his YouTube channel, you will see that he does nothing but promote fallen Ponzi schemes and scams. That's all you can do. And what difference does that make? Absolutely nothing. Nothing happens. This guy, well, he hasn't even been on his own YouTube channel for a year. He's got 345 subscribers, 66 videos, but he's all over Facebook promoting the scam. This was the opportunity. CryptoGold.Exchange. You can sign up using a password called 12345678. You can put a fake address, but you have to make sure you put your referral link in to sign up for an account. I signed up for an account. Once I did, it said I had to verify my email address. So as you saw, we went into the website /admin at the end of their domain name, and we just managed to hack straight into their secure back end of their website. And you can see here we have access to their database. They have 5 users. This is a whole complete smoke and mirrors scam. These bottom feeders are trying to get you to deposit money into a crypto address so that you think that you are going to get some token that hasn't even been developed yet. It's just daylight robbery. These people are thieving bastards. Thank you to everyone that's been here, especially with Susie, giving me those names and verifying some of the facts. If you want to, you can post comments. I'd love to have your feedback about this Ponzi scheme and scam that we've just reviewed. And if you go to the top, you can see it is Christmas time. Now, I don't do Christmas, but I will say ho, ho, ho. And these are for 2 hoes and a hoo-hoo and a ho-ho. And this is me on my Christmas sled getting these scammers who are making false, unsubstantiated claims. And they are the bottom feeders, and they are the reason I do what I do. I'll see you guys in the next video. Now, I will be redoing a video. I've had problems with my audio gear. Got it sussed now. Hopefully I come across nice, crispy and clean, and you can hear my voiceover words when I select the text. I will be redoing a Goliath Ventures video later on today. I've got a very important meeting with some men, which is going to be happening just after I get off this video. I'll keep you up to date with anything that may come out of that may save other people from losing a lot of money. See you next video, guys. Thanks for watching.